All right, so you've done it. You've made the leap to SAP S/4HANA Cloud. It's powerful, it's modern, but then you hit that wall, right? That one unique business process. You know, your company's secret sauce that just doesn't fit in the standard box. So what do you do? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. How you can customize your cloud ERP without, breaking it.
Here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about that customization challenge. Then, we'll get into the solution, which is all about extending your digital core. After that, we're going to get practical, talk about the tools you'll need and the team you need to build. And finally, we'll look at the big payoff and why this is all so worth it.
Okay, let's dive right in with Section 1, the customization challenge. Look, your business is unique. You've got those special ways of doing things, that secret sauce that makes you, well, you. The trick is making sure your software can actually handle that.
So imagine this. Your powerful new system is live. Everyone's celebrating. But then it happens. You realize it can't do everything your business needs. It's the kind of thing that keeps project managers up at night for sure. You've got this critical need, and the standard setup just doesn't cut it. So, what's the move? Do you change your business process to fit the software? Or is there a better way?
Well, luckily, you don't have to compromise. There is another way. And that brings us to our second section, extending your digital core. The solution is all about building what you could call a connected guest house. Sounds interesting, right? Let's unpack that.
Okay, so what does this guest house idea actually mean? Well, officially, it's called side-by-side extensibility. And all it really means is that you're developing your custom app on a separate platform, in this case, the SAP Business Technology Platform, or BTP. And then you just connect it to your main SAP system. The most important part here, it's an add-on. You're not actually changing the core system itself.
To make this super clear, let's stick with that house analogy. Think of your core SAP system as this perfectly built house. It's solid, it's secure, everything just works. The foundation is rock solid.
Now sure, you can make some small changes inside the house. Maybe add a custom field here or tweak a report there. That's kind of like painting a room or changing the light fixtures. We call that in-app extensibility, and it's perfect for those little tweaks. But what if you need a whole new workshop?
Yeah, that's where side-by-side extensibility comes in. It's not about renovating a room, it's about building a completely separate, fully equipped guest house or workshop out back. You build this amazing new structure, connect it to the main house, and get all this new space and functionality without ever touching the original foundation. See the difference?
This separation is what the tech folks call loosely coupled, and it's a huge deal. Because your new app, your guest house, is its own thing. Your main house stays perfectly clean and stable. And here's why that is so important. When it's time for an upgrade to your core SAP system, it's a breeze. Your custom stuff doesn't break because it's living safely next door, not messing with the internal plumbing. Okay, so you're ready to build this guest house. What are you going to build it with? That brings us to our third section, choosing your building tools. And the good news is, your whole toolkit is waiting for you on the SAP Business Technology Platform. Basically, you've got two main paths you can go down. On one hand, you have SAP Build. Think of this as your low-code or even no-code option. It's designed to get things done fast, it's often included with Rise with SAP, and it's fantastic for business users, citizen developers. On the other hand, you've got the SAP Business Application Studio. Now this is the Pro Code Toolkit for those really complex applications. It does require an additional license, and it's really built for professional developers who live and breathe Java, JavaScript, and so on.
All right, you've got the plan, you've got the tools. Now for the most important part. Who's actually going to do the building? This is Section 4, assembling the right team. And honestly, this is a spot where a lot of projects can go sideways if you're not careful. And I really want you to hear this because it's so important. The people on your team who are geniuses at configuring the standard system, your go-to experts for sales processes or finance, they are not the people for this job. I repeat, not the people. Building these extensions is a totally different skill set. Mixing up these roles is a classic mistake. The right way to do this is actually really clear. If one of your key users or configuration experts hits a wall and can't solve a problem using the standard in-app tools, they stop. They don't try to get creative and build something new. Instead, the rule is they escalate it to the project manager. It's then the PM's job to find the right builders for the job. So who are these right resources?
Well, it really breaks down into a simple grid. You can either look for help from a partner, or you can use your own internal people. And for either of those, you'll need someone who's an expert in either the no-code SAP build tool or a pro developer who knows the business application studio inside and out. That's it. Those are your options.
And that brings us to our final section, and my favorite part, the payoff. After all this, why do we go through the trouble? What's the big win? Well, it boils down to something really powerful: flexibility without risk. So let's just recap the why here. Why choose side-by-side extensibility? Well, you get maximum flexibility to solve those really tough, unique business problems. You get to keep your core ERP system absolutely clean and stable. You can innovate without messing up your day-to-day operations. And maybe most importantly, you make sure your system is always easy to upgrade. This isn't just a technical decision, it's a huge strategic advantage. At the end of the day, when your core is stable, you've basically built a launch pad for innovation. The foundation is solid. So the real question isn't if or how you'll customize anymore. The real question is, with a core that's stable, what amazing things are you going to build next to? Let's be honest, staring at years, maybe